So we're Kennels here with Donut, aka, or I should say Victoria, aka Donut, working the third, fourth, and fifth session on creating the behavior of going into the crate. If you have watched the first couple sessions where we started from scratch, she has gotten the idea fairly well to go into the crate and actually kind of stay there because it's reinforcing. I'm still clicking here for going in and reinforce her straight up, not tossing the food in the crate anymore. And I'm introducing the release command, which of course is induced by me to toss a piece of hot dog outside the crate after I say the word free. All our behaviors are ended with the free command, so we don't use a stay command. How long do you want to say stay for? You should learn how to do a behavior that I ask you for. Be reinforced until I release you. That's just our basic principle of how a behavior should start and end. I lock the crate so she can't display the behavior without being reinforced, and we move on to the next session. Here we are again. Excellent behavior. I open the crate door and she hops right in, recognizing the situation, the crate being there, same spot. I open the gate, the opportunity arises, and I hop in there and get rewarded. So at this point I don't need to click anymore until later. You will see there's a purpose for it, and I already call the behavior a name, which is kennel, because I see that it is predictable. She has learned that staying in the crate is reinforcing by continuously being fed, not just one treat but a bunch. Here she comes out and uncalled for, and I show her that that doesn't pay. It pays to stay in the crate until you hear the release command and get fed for coming out of the crate. Here's the interruption coming, so I have to end the session and start all over again. And here you see she walked out of the kennel before I said free. It's like an accident, and of course accidents hit you hard, because all of a sudden she seems to have learned that the chain of behavior, going in there, coming out, going back in there, is rewarding. So I will revert back to the clicker and show her that the behavior being or going in the crate and being in the crate is what is rewarding, because if I let her walk out and don't use the marker and she goes back in and gets rewarded, it creates the chain of behaviors coming out, going back in, and get rewarded. You'll see that I use my foot just to manipulate her mechanically a little bit, a tiny little bit, showing her that coming out of the crate uninvitedly is not really what I'm asking for. So to break the chain of coming out, going back in, being rewarded, I help her or assist her with my foot just a tiny little bit to block that route, and of course be quick of reinforcing her inside the crate. Now she can go after I said the release command, free, and I ask her to go back in the kennel, and she does, and of course reward is coming. And using my foot just twice, 3 times, 4 times. It's going to help me to make her understand what it is to obtain reward. Closing a crate, no behavior possible that I won't reinforce. That's the end of the session.